If you want to know how to completely dominate in underwater PvP in ASA, I will show you how it's done. Also, what the fuck, we have hit 2k members on my Discord. There you will find the cleanest lines on small traps crossplay and console only, and free private INIs and templates. If you want to support me improving my videos, you can send me some love on PayPal. My name there is kakdulem as well, and you will find the Discord and the PayPal in the description. So let's get into the video. So let me show you what we are working with. I'm gonna let my Xiphus army attack these. So this is 650k HP Basilo with the 121 saddle. 124 is capped, so this is very close to capped. And these numbers are like very achievable for small tribes Basilos. So, and here this one has a 124.4 saddle, so it's just slightly overcapped. The Carbos, 188k HP. With this is like 10 points under capped saddle, and this is just a bit overcapped, like 3 points overcapped. And these are mate boosted and the Basilos are not mate boosted, and then this Basilo is just complete trash with Prim saddle, 16k HP. This is also like Prim saddle, 8k HP right now. So this is copied settings to 20 Xiphus. So let me whistle them onto the two Basilos with capped saddle and like 650 HP. And also the melee of these Xiphus, this is like all around 800 HP, melee I mean. All around 800 melee, which the small tribes line has. And like with imprint the small tribes line even gets to 1k melee. But you wanna level them only on HP, because the damage is always there. So let me whistle them onto the Basilos, and then we will see what happens. By the way, the Basilos 650k HP. You see the damage numbers? Like they're like sometimes 900 per bite. I recommend using Xiphus in like packs, of course, because they have pack buff and this makes them very OP. And also the bleed gets like, oh my god, some of these damage numbers. This is a capped saddle that the things have on them. The Carbos with 188k HP and also capped saddle or slightly below. And the Carbos are dead. So I will test now the damage resistance of these things. So our Xiphus gets 12 damage per shot. It has +8, that's the max pack buff they get. And it has a 117 saddle, so it's almost capped. And it's almost losing like no HP. And the Xiphus on small traps get to like 100k HP without imprint, and with imprint like 120k, 130k. So you can just whistle them into turrets, and if they're in a pack, it like nothing matters to them. But let me bring one And then we can see the difference between pack buff and no pack buff. Look, this one has no pack buff and now it gets 89 damage. Has a 122 saddle. So from 12 damage per shot to like 89 damage per shot, just with pack buff. Another weakness to the Xiphus is the vacuums, of course. Like basically the only two counters of Xiphus is either more Xiphus than the enemy has, or air vacuums, or like single megalodons. If you just swim with single megalodons in the Xiphus over and over again, you will need a couple, but they will die over time of the bleed. But another very good counter is air vacuums. So whenever you build a fob, you kind of want to build it like this. So like the gen is like in the middle, then you have your TP that's pretty much safe. And whenever enemies like whistle, you also want to have your turrets on only player, of course, and really spread out. As you can see, some very high, some very spread out turrets that will make it harder for the enemy Basilos to get an angle to soak all turrets at once without getting shot off. And just as soon as like Xiphus touch a vacuum, they basically die. Like they will die really quick. So you probably, if you're defending like your fob or something, just put up like a cube of air vacuums and then just be around the vacuums, or just swim around with a Basilo or with your own Xiphus around the vacuums, and like these, they will die really fast and really easily. So here we have the full blue Basilos on small tribes, crossplay servers. Here we have the pink ones. So the way you want to pop out your tames when you want to make a push on an enemy fob or something, you want to pop out the Megalodon first, because it's going to be the longest cryosict. It's going to be like, of course, cryosict 5 minutes like every other tame, but it's going to be knocked out the longest. All the other tames, Tuso, Xiphus and Basilo, they wake up in the same cryo timer. In the same cryo timer you can use them again. So for example, the Xiphus is going to be asleep, but it's going to wake up in the same cryo timer almost. Basilo as well. And the Tuso, it doesn't even get knocked out. You can just ride it while it's cryosic, you just can't attack with it. It just doesn't hit. It can turn around, but it can't hit. And basically the Basilo is very fast waking up. And Xiphus is also alright. It will be ready in around the same cryo timer. But the Megalodon, it will be asleep for a long time. So if you want to make a push and you want a Megalodon, like a tech Megalodon with you or something, or just a normal one in your Xiphus army, then pop out the Megalodon first, you can cryosic the rest, then make the push 5 minutes later. And always use the Xiphus in packs. A single Xiphus is just gonna be so shit. It's gonna lose against the Tuso, it's gonna lose against almost everything. Against the Megalodon, of course. Megalodon, single Megalodons are as single tames really good. They also have a pack buff, but the damage really doesn't go up. But the Xiphus, man, the damage is insane with the pack buff. The damage resistance also very good. It just claps every tame. Or even if there's like 5 Tusos with imprint, mate boost, just the Xiphus army is just gonna destroy them. It's just gonna, like, one after another, Tuso will get stuck on the army and just will die in seconds. And here, this is the leveled stats of a Basilo. This Basilo doesn't have imprint and has 630k HP. It has 62 levels into HP leveled. With imprint, it will get like way higher the HP. It would have probably 800k HP with imprint. Also 124 saddle, of course. And now the Xiphus. We have leveled it 56 levels into HP. Also it has 800 melee, like I said. Like the ones in the test. And then 100k HP or close to. Capped saddle of course. Megalodon, no imprint. 160k HP, it has 59 levels into HP. Tuso, only leveled into melee. Has like half imprint. Like 3.7k melee, 62k HP. So this is the tuna line on small tribes right now. It's basically capped. You can't go any higher because of the level. It has some melee, it has plus 58 melee and then plus 200 HP. This is pop without imprint, 800 melee and 24k HP. And you will find it of course in my shop. So my cryo timer is about to go down and the Basilo has woken up, but the Xiphus is barely asleep. It's about to wake up, so it's a little bit longer than one cryo timer, but around one cryo timer I guess. If you liked this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we see us in the next video. Bye.